Hi everybody, my name's Lori Denning and I'm a yoga instructor and a yoga therapist. And today's class, we're just going to have a short little class today to help with some chest opening, to help our posture and to get out of this forward rounding of the upper back and the head forward posture. So this is going to help bring us more upright with a more natural curved spine and hopefully to relieve some pain and stiffness in the neck and the upper back muscles. Alrighty, let's get started. So to get started today, we're going to not use a lot of props. We're going to use, this is a yoga mat rolled up pretty tightly. If you don't have this, you can use a blanket, rolling it up rather tightly so you form a tube. If you don't have this, get 2 bath towels lengthwise, then fold them in half and then roll them up lengthwise. You want to have something long enough so that it will support your whole spine from the tailbone area, the sacrum, all the way up. And then your head should be resting on something, so you don't want to be back like this. So let's get started. I've got a little blanket here. I'm going to put that to support my head. This is my little chest opener we're using, so I'm going to lay that down. I'm going to come and make sure that I lay down right on my spine. And notice how my head is off of it, but my sacrum is right on the roll. And I'm going to take this little blanket and put it under my head until I feel like my forehead is right in line with my chin. So you don't want to have the chin up, you don't have to have the chin down. It should be pretty much level with the forehead. You can then touch the back of your neck and make sure you don't feel any tight spots. If your head is up too high, right where the skull meets the neck, you're going to feel tight. And if you're down too far, your chin is down, you're going to feel tightness in the lower part, right where the spine connects. So what I want you to do now is find that position of the head so that you have softness in that neck. Bring your feet wide and then knock your knees. Open your arms out wide. And just wiggle around until you feel comfortable. But I want you to notice a stretch in the chest. That's what we're going for here, is a nice stretch in your chest. So you can bring your arms further up, further down, but just see if you can get them straight out into airplane arms. And notice if you feel a stretch in your chest. And now I want you to close your eyes and just bring awareness to your belly button right now. Take a couple breaths, just noticing how you're feeling, the sensations that you feel as you breathe. And now in the next inhale, I want you to breathe deeply in through your nose and imagine you're breathing into your belly button. And as you inhale, feel the belly rise up. And then a slow, long exhale and feel the belly button subside back towards the mat. So the inhale, the navel rises. And the exhale, the navel falls. Nice slow breathing. And let's do about 5 more like that. Inhaling, belly rises. And a slow exhale as your belly falls. Now in the next breath, you're going to incorporate a little pause at the top of the breath and at the bottom of the breath. So inhaling, belly rises. Pause your breath. And then exhale, belly falls. And then pause your breath. And keep breathing like that. Inhale, belly rising. Pausing. And exhale, belly falling. Now do a couple on your own. One more. Now I want want you to bring your breath right up into your heart area, or even into right the armpit area, right the chest area. So now inhale into the heart from the nose, inhaling, nostrils, belly, chest rises this time. And then as you exhale, feel your heart sink down towards the support beneath it. And again, inhale, heart rises up. Pause. And exhale, heart settles back down. And notice when you inhale, do you feel a little more chest opening? Inhale, feel the stretch. And exhale. Now, the next time you inhale, I want you to inhale into the heart and then widen the breath all the way out to the armpits. And then exhale, soften. So now we're bringing the breath up through the heart and then out. So it's feeling like you're stretching your whole upper rib cage with that breath, your pectoral muscles, your chest muscles. A couple more. Really soften on the exhale. And one more breath. Now your arms are out wide. I want you to bend your elbows and tap your shoulders with your hands. So we come in like this. Then you're going to take your elbows and slide them down to the sides of your body and then unfold your arms. Hold your tummy in and zip up. So think about your navel going towards your spine and then you're lifting it up like a zipper. That engages your core, protecting the lower back. So we want to do that before we roll off of this roll that we've created. So keeping core engaged, you're going to roll off and just come to the side. Take the top arm, place it right in front of the chest. Take an inhale. Core is still engaged, and then the exhale, press yourself up. So we want to learn to move around with an engaged core. So even as you go around your daily life, you can just think about keeping a slight engagement of your core. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to come onto our stomachs into prone position. So we're going to take our little chest opening prop away. We're going to come onto our belly. And what I like to suggest, not everyone needs this, some people do, some people don't, is just to take a blanket and placing it so that it supports your belly, but that your hip creases are off. So you're going to come down on this. And I'm going to put my stomach right here, but it's right just below your navel, and then the hip creases are on the floor. Now, I want you to reach back with your right foot and reach back with your left foot, and notice where your feet, you're not rolling onto the pinky side so the heels are out, and you're not inverted where the heels touch and the big toes are down. You're right in the middle of that foot. Then I want you to bring your arms down, just like I have them, right so that the elbows are by your shoulders and that the fingers are pointing straight ahead. Now, I want you to pull your stomach in and up and hold that, just to support a long lower back. Bring your forehead to the floor. Now, I want you to press into the forearms and the fingers. As you inhale, lift up, keep pressing, just lift up, look straight ahead or just a little bit forward. So no cocking the neck up. And then exhale, come down. So let's try it again. Before you come up, think about gently pulling your elbows back without moving anything. It's just a little isometric contraction, but you should feel the inner shoulder blades engage. The rhomboids and the mid and lower traps. So head down. So gently pull back the elbows, take an inhale. As you press into the forearms, push up and look forward. And then exhale, come down. Keep your tummy drawn in and up. So the inhale, press into the forearms and the hands, lift up, look forward. And then the exhale, come down. And let's do a few more times. Pull back on the hands, inhale, lift up, press into the forearms, the elbows lift up, and then the exhale, come down. And let's do a few more. Pull back and lift. Look forward. Keep your tummy drawn in and up. And then come down as you exhale. Inhale, press and lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press your forearms, lift. And lower. Now we're going to change it up. We're going to do it with 2 breaths. So watch me. First, I'm going to engage my middle of the shoulder blade, so I gently pull the elbows back. My core is engaged. So I'm going to inhale, lift up. Take an exhale. And then inhale, maybe lift up a little more. And then exhale, come down. And again, pull back on the hands so that the middle of the shoulder blade's engaged. Core is engaged. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, stay. Inhale, maybe come up a little higher. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, come up and stay. Inhale a little higher. And then exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale, come up. Exhale, stay. Inhale, come up a little higher. And exhale, come down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, stay. Inhale up a little higher. And the exhale comes down. Now bring your hands to your side. Come to your right side of your face. Let your palms be up. Let everything release. Maybe your toes turn in and your heels turn out. And then rock side to side with your hips just to loosen up your lower back. So when we're doing these back bends, you need to really remember to keep your tummy drawn in and up. That's the big key to this. Now we're going to do one more for strengthening the mid-back. So first we opened our chest. Now we're strengthening the muscles that get weak from that slouching posture. So this is called locust. I'm going to have you come down, forehead down. I want you to bring your palms so they're touching the side of your waist, or your hips rather, and then rotate your thumbs up. So it's like you're hitchhiking, and notice what you feel in the middle back and the lower back. You feel an engagement. And then bring your hands down. So we're going to come up with our head and our chest and bring our arms into this play. So when we come up, I want you to kind of reach for your feet and then come down. So let's do it. Forehead down. Let's bring our hands to our hips. Palms are facing in. Now rotate your thumbs outward and reach for your feet a little bit. Draw your tummy in and up. Keep the legs down, and as you inhale, lift your head and your breastbone up. Reach for your feet, and then exhale, come down. Keep your tummy drawn in and up. So inhale, lift, reach, and lower. Good. Inhale, up, lift, and reach. And exhale, lower. Up, lift, and reach. Now let's stay here. Keep your tummy drawn in and up. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale and exhale. You're feeling your shoulder blades draw together and slightly down your back. These are the muscles we want to keep strong to prevent the shoulders from rolling forward. And one more breath. And then bring it down. Bring your hands so that they're right under your shoulders. Take an inhale. Keep your elbows pinned to your side. And then on your exhale, press yourself up into a child's pose. So just bring your hips to your heels, your arms overhead, and your head down. And just feel the stretch under the arms. Gently press your fingers into the mat and gently reach your hip back. Keep your navel drawn in and up to protect your lower back. And just feel the breath, feel the stretch under the arms, into the lats, into the rib cage. Breathe into that stretch. So inhale into the tight spot. And then exhale, soften, soften, soften. And one more breath here. And then come back up. I'm going to turn forward Sit up nice and tall, bring your arms down. Inhale, raise your shoulders up towards your ears. And then squeeze your shoulder blades together and then pull them down. So inhale up, then squeezing shoulder blades and then bringing your shoulder blades down your back. So it's up, together, and down. And one more time, up, inhaling, and exhaling together and down. Good. Now we're going to do one more. Like I said, it's a nice quick little practice. We're going to do a spinal twist. So I invite you to come onto your back. Let me get a sip of water. Come onto your back and lay down. You can have just a slight little bit of your head, not much though. And you can have your arms out to a T formation. Let's bring our feet wide first. Now let's inhale, bring both knees to the right. And then exhale, bring them up to center. And inhale, both knees go to the left. And exhale back to center. Do that a couple times. Inhaling, keeping both shoulders down. And to center, and inhaling, knees left. I want you to look right now. And exhaling to center. Do that a couple more. We call this windshield wiper. But when your knees go one direction, feel the stretch in the opposite chest. That's what I want you guys to feel. And now bring the knees to center. So now let's take our left leg. I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see me better. We're going to take our left leg, bring it up and cross it over the right like we're sitting in a chair. Our arms are still in this nice T formation. That if that feels okay to your shoulders, you're going to inhale. You're going to exhale, let your knees flow to the right. Keep the left shoulder down. And then inhale, come back up. Might have to have a block handy here with this one. And then exhale, let the knees go over. Look left as the knees go right. Feel the stretch in the left shoulder and then back to center. Inhaling, going to the right as you look left. And then exhaling back to center. Now, you may need a block because as we go over to the right this time, I want you to let your knees, when you feel that end point where you're just, that's enough stretch, you're going to put something under here so this leg is supported. Now, this left hand, you're going to walk it up so that it's almost in a Y formation if your shoulder supports that. If it's too much, keep it in a T, but you're working your way up to a little bit of a Y formation, which gets into the pec minor right here. You might feel it. So now I want you to look right. So you're looking the same way as your knees are going. And you're getting a super long stretch all along the left side of the body, from the left, actually the left wrist area all the way down to the left knee. Now if you want a little more, you're going to take this left hand, put the fingers tips down and reach through the butt of the hand, the heel of the hand, reach outward. You're going to notice more stretch. So you've got to dial that one in where your body says it's okay. We don't want to do anything that hurts. We want to do it just a mild stretch. If putting the finger down is too much, just leave your arm down wherever your body tells you it feels okay to you, and that's fine. So we'll just stay here a few more breaths. If you can feel the tightest spot along this whole line, I want you to direct your inhale there. So as you inhale, breathe into the tightness. And as you exhale, see if you can let that area soften. Let's stay here 3 more breaths. So inhale wherever's tight and softening. Now, if this shoulder was so tight that I could not get the back of it down, I would put a blanket or something, a pillow under here. You never want to let your joints hang. And a couple more breaths, just let this go. We're going to stay here a little while just to get this muscle to let go. We're actually working with a fascia right now. The fascia encases the muscle and it takes longer to stretch than pure muscle. So we're just going to hang out here a little bit more. Breathing deeply and letting go. And one more breath. Now, bring your arm down so it's right out from your body, perpendicular, and then bend the elbow, tap the finger to the chest, and then scoot that elbow in. Hold the navel in and up as you bring your legs up and out of that twist and unwind your legs. Now we're going to go to the other side. So bring your right thigh in, cross the knee over knee. Bring your arms out to a T. Now remember, you might need a block under this leg. As you inhale, breathe in. And as you exhale, twist to the left. Head looks right, both shoulders stay down. And then inhale, come back up. Exhale, go over, looking opposite. And coming up as you inhale. So we go in and out of it 3 or 4 times just to warm up the muscles. Give the body a clue of what we're going to do next. And now we're going to stay. So come to the left, keep your navel gently drawn in and up. Find a prop under that knee so that you feel supported. And now feel where you're feeling the stretch in the right shoulder. Or maybe the right hip. And now start to bring your right arm up so that it's more in a Y formation, if that feels okay to your shoulder. If your shoulder is up off the floor, put something under it. If bringing the arm up is too much, keep it at T. If you want that added part, you bring your right fingers to the floor and then push through the heel of the hand. If that doesn't feel good, just leave your arm down. Now, I want you to look towards your knees. So you're looking left. Feel the right shoulder. See if you feel any stretch in the right chest. Shouldn't hurt. You should have a mild to moderate pull. And as you inhale, I want you to think about from the top knee to the right wrist, you're lengthening. And then the exhale, you're softening that right shoulder down. So breathing deeply wherever you're feeling the stretch, the pull, and softening. So this is stretching the whole left side of your body. So we want to stay in this twist like this, or if we're working with our fascia, we want to stay at least 90 seconds in a hold. That gives time for the fascia to start to lengthen out. It takes longer for fascia than muscle to stretch. So we want to stay here a little bit more. So breathe into the tight spot, wherever that is for you, and then soften. So imagine the breath as stretching you from the inside out. So we want to put our mind on that tightest spot and then breathe into it and feel the work of the breath, the expansion. And then on the exhale, see if you can let go, make your exhale long, and just settle into that stretch. We'll stay here about 4 more breaths. It's a very good chest opener, the little practice we just did. We opened the front body and strengthened the back body. And that's how we bring balance to that, too much of the forward head and the rounding of the upper back. We bring balance by doing the opposite, which would be extension of the spine. And now to come out of this, I want you to bring your arms back to perpendicular, which is just at airplane, and then bend the elbows, tap your shoulders, and then inch your elbows towards your body, and then keep your tummy engaged as you come out of the twist, and then unwind your legs. Bring your hands under your thighs, take an inhale, and as you exhale, just gently draw your thighs towards your torso, and your inhale, let the knees fall away, and the exhale, bring your knees in. And just hold that. I'm not a big fan of interlacing or putting your hands over your shins. That tends to compress your knee joint. So we want to just hold under the thighs and breathe. And then bring one foot at a time to the floor. Let's roll up, push yourself up. And let's talk about that just for a minute. So when we sit all day with a rounding of the upper back and the ear over the shoulder, causes a lot of tightness in the back. The back muscles actually get really weak as the front body gets really short and tight and weak as well. So what we did in the beginning, we opened our chest, then we flipped onto our belly and we strengthened the back. And then the last posture, we did a little twist to give a little more stretch to the fascia. So now we're going to lay back, whatever position you want to be in. We'll just stay here for a few breaths. This part of class is important, so don't stop the video and walk away. This part of class is when your body starts to assimilate all the stuff we just did, all the postures, the tissues start to assimilate it and take it in. So we want to give the body a few minutes of rest where we just let go and we feel this opening happening. So I'm just going to take something, put it under my knees. And if your back allows to straighten your legs, bring your arms out, whatever feels comfortable for you, as long as your palms are up. And settle down. Feel the body start to settle. Start to breathe deeply through your nose. Remember, we're breathing into our belly, so we're breathing into the navel. And then as we exhale, we try to soften and let everything go. And we breathe in. And soften on the exhale. So I invite you to stay here and breathe for about 5 minutes if you have the time. Like I said, this part of class is very important. If you don't have the time, then I thank you for joining us for this quick little posture correction class. So if you're staying with us, just breathe. If you have to leave, I thank you for coming, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.